Bloody hero show! But I thought those Boro fans looked a little bit nervous. Are the players feeling that way too in the dressing room? Nuneaton Boro are the hosts tonight. More live football here on Sky Sport. Nice atmosphere there too, isn't there? And there we are in the tunnel. Can Boro become the 5th non-league side to make it through to the 3rd round? We're about to find out. Our match commentators tonight, David Pleat and Martin Tyler.
Thank you, Richard. Good evening, everyone. A crowd of around 4,000 crammed into Manor Park here, awaiting the arrival of the teams. And David Pleat, the former player-manager of Nuneaton Boro, delighted that the blue and white stripes are still on the shirts. Traditional colours.
Yeah, retain the tradition, which is always lovely to see. It's not a question of souvenirs at a club like Nuneaton. It's retaining your dignity and your pride and your traditions of the past. And Nuneaton have got great traditions. They've had bad times over the years. In the last 20 years, they're still alive, they're still kicking, and they're fighting their way back from the Beezer homes.
Right, well, let's check the teams for you. Nuneaton Boro, all part-timers, of course. Good news for them on the injury front. Goalkeeper Richard Atwood, who saved that Swansea penalty in the first-round replay, is past fit. That only happened an hour ago, along with Sean McGrory, who played at Wembley in his full-time days with Burnley. Both were suffering with groin injuries. The number 11, Mick Shearer, has a brother who plays for Bournemouth, though he's not in the side tonight. And number 7, little Tony Simpson, the hero of that first-round replay, with those 2 goals which knocked out Swansea. A word from David on the formation.
Well, it very much looks as though Nuneaton will play with Atwood. They'll be delighted, of course, that he's fit. A back 4 of Byrne, Keogh, Tarry and McGorry. I'm told that Tarry and Keogh are both strong in the air and will be able to try and cope with the threat of Fletcher, who is good in the air, and Cottrell up front for Bournemouth. The quick, small but very bright boy on the right, Simpson. Bradder in midfield with Mick Shearer, who's got talented feet, particularly his left one. Simons, very easy recognisable, with long hair on the left-hand side, also quick. And up front, they're not so green, hopefully, tonight for Nuneaton. Peter Green and Mark Rose Green, 9 and 10. So they'll play as a twosome. It'll be very important they get the ball forward quickly to them. It's very heavy in the middle of the field.
Well, yesterday's admission of financial anxieties, no shock to those close to AFC Bournemouth. Tony Pulis and his players putting on a brave face. They've beaten Port Vale and drawn at Bradford in the last week. And tonight they've got both their main strikers back for the first time since mid-October. Steve Fletcher, who's had a cartilage operation, and Steve Cotterill, who you might remember, he played in the Premier League last season with Wimbledon. Right back, Adi Pennock missed the first game through suspension. He's also available again tonight.
Once again, we will expect Bournemouth to line up in a basic 4-4-2 formation. Pennock at right back, Alex Watson, brother of David, at centre-half, good in the air. Mark Morris alongside him, very experienced, Sheffield and Wimbledon. Neil Masters, will be interested to see him tonight, much being said about him. An orthodox 4 across the middle, Paul Ward, Brian McGorry, Joe Parkinson, who the supporters down below underneath us, the Bournemouth supporters, tell me to look closely at him tonight. Mark O'Connor on the left, and then up front, once again, the 2 front players, Steve Cotterill and Steve Fletcher.
Well, the replay made possible by Peter Green, who equalised. Everyone who was at the game and both camps confirmed that Nuneaton Boro were pretty lucky. Bournemouth managed just the 1 goal from Alex Watson, formerly with Liverpool, of course, the brother of Everton's Dave Watson. It's a change of referee for the replay, but it's a familiar face to Sky Sports viewers, Dermot Gallagher. We saw him at Highbury on Sunday for Arsenal against Sheffield Wednesday. Well, the new installations here have literally increased the spotlight on Nuneaton Boro. Great work done by the electricians to get the floodlights ready for this game. And whatever happens over the next couple of hours, there will be something for Nuneaton apart from memories from this cup run, because the ground improved by floodlighting that will aid them in their climb up the non-league pyramid. This was a club on the brink of closure 3 years ago. Nuneaton have actually played more cup ties than league games this season. They're involved in the Birmingham Senior Cup, still in the FA Trophy. They've been knocked out of the Beezer Holmes League Cup. It's very sticky underfoot at Manor Park. That's it, Lawrence. Fletcher, who was causing the nuisance in that area, and Nuneaton scrambled it away when Atwood was stranded.
I think there's a vicious in-swing there, isn't there? And it dropped low. Well, that's a goal line clearance for sure.
From Byrne. Another corner from O'Connor. Oh, yes. And forced in by Cottrell, who has a habit of getting goals when the cameras are around. He scored last season for Wimbledon in an FA Cup tie at Tottenham, and he scored here earlier in the half. Rosegreen. Well, Bournemouth might have got an offside there. And now what's the referee going to make of this? Chris Keogh and all. It's Rosegreen, it's Bartram again. And Bournemouth have finished the job at the second time of asking in the second round of the FA Cup. Might have the calibre and the quality to make this a formality. It's been far from that. But the team from Division 2, very difficult circumstances. Peter Green, with just one header, offered the chance of repeating his goal act down at Dean Court in the first game. But with Alex Watson and Mark Morris, a very strong base in the centre of defence, Bournemouth have put out the Nuneaton fire.